Hello everyone! Thanks for joining me in my studio today. Today I'm just going to add the wet mediums and grunge up both of these journals. The first thing I'm going to do is just do it as a bulk, and then later I will take each individual page and grunge up each individual page the way I want it to look. But for this, I'm just going to bulk it up all as one. So hopefully you'll be able to see everything I do. I'm going to start with the dark black first so that I can put the dark on so I can see how much grunge I'm going to need. I've also pulled out some tools to help me add the material or add the spray stains and inks and stuff. So I'm just going to put some black soot down here on the glass plate. I'm going to get it wet, and then I'm going to get my papers wet so that it has a chance to get down in here. Yeah, I want it to kind of run, so I don't want it just to stay on the edges. Okay, now let's see how much I can add. I think I'll just start with kind of dribbling it down in there. Let's see. I'm getting a little bit. Not as much as I was hoping for. Make sure I got this side wet. There's some papers. You guys were hiding from me. I gotta find you. Okay, let's see. What if we take the black soot across the top edges and then like that, and then add the water. Let's see. It's not running as much as I would hope. I'm definitely going to need. Okay, so let's move on to a different color. Come back and add the black later. Let's go with the walnut stain. This one I'm using the oxide. I may later come in and add the spray stain. Okay, it's still fairly wet. I think we can get a little more moisture down in here, especially with some of these back pages. Okay. All right, and added that. Yeah. Okay, oh yeah, see, that's what I was hoping for with the black, where it would just run down in there. Bring it back a little more. Definitely need more water. I think I should have applied more water to get them. Okay, and let's see, the top. Now I'll add a little bit more spray stain. Get some grungy going. Yeah, can you see the differences now? They're subtle, but they're there. And when I let them come back up, they kind of touch each other a little. Yep. Okay, let's control this a little bit more. I'm going to take the lid off and just kind of put it where I want it. And yeah, like that. Didn't realize I was making such a mess over here. Oh wow, I love being messy. Okay, let's try some gray. Let's try some gray. Ice spruce. I'm not getting a whole lot of these colors. Definitely need more water. Let's try. Everything's getting coated over here. Alright. That's pretty. That's really neat. Get some of this back in here. Okay, I went with the gray. Just gonna mop it up with my book. There we go. All right, now we're going to start with the colored tones. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with the Mermaid Lagoon. And Mermaid Lagoon, just spray it on. Might as well get it off the lid. Yeah, that works. Yeah. Okay. Some of these. Okay, these are starting to look really good. I need to spray it from the back side as well. Oh, there we go. Like I said, some of these I'm going to make grungier afterwards. This is just making them move a little bit on the edges and stuff. I think I'll try moving the braces. Letting them open up a little more than they are. There we go. That might work for me. Gotta remember to do back and forth. Maybe some more water before I put that in. Okay. And let's try here. And then at the top. Here. And get some at that corner. Yeah, that's already changing one of the 10. This one was peeled paint, which I think looks really good on this. Just gonna add a little bit to the edges here. Okay. It's interesting how the different papers are responding in a different way. Okay, now I'm going to try a little bit of spiced marmalade. Shake this one up. I think I definitely want some of here. So let's get it really wet. I don't think I'm going to spray it. I think I'm going to dribble it on. Okay. Oh, yeah, like that. Let's get a little down here at the bottom in the middle. Not wanting it too much like Halloween. I'm hoping to stay more towards a rust color than a Halloween. It is interesting to add just a hint of it. Just throughout the book. Okay, let's see the back side. Yeah, the back side needs a bit right here. Sometimes I always forget to do the backs of papers. I always tend to decorate from the fronts of them. Okay, I already like that. I'm just going to let that dry. Alright, now I wanted to add some salvage patina. Okay. But I'm concerned about I'm really stained. It comes off, so I need to. Should I just add it like I did? Or I just went across it? Yeah, that works. Just a little bit of lighter shade. Again, turn it around on the back. That's good. I'll add a little water to that so you can blend. Alright. I think that came out really well. I do have a little bit of this Delusions white linen ink spray. I think I'm not going to add too much to it. I'm just going to Just okay. But it does react to water as well. I think that one's an interesting. Let's pick it along this side here. And right here in the eye. I'll make sure the eye is completely clear. I did put this micro glaze. I did go through and put it on places where I didn't want the ink spray stain to soak through so that it would remain clear. I'm just going to let that dry now. And on to the next one. I already got some white and I want to use the white. Okay, good. It's not really flowing very well. Okay, so again, we will start. The black didn't transfer very well, but I think it might if I go over the edges with it. I'm applying it dry. Okay, and then I'll get it wet. I'm going to go ahead and apply this one as well and let it be dry too. That way when I go to add the water, it'll react to both. Let me see, does it? Oh, hard to get down in there. Okay. Alright, now I'm just going to add the water and then go ahead and do the spray. Let's get that running. That I just applied, just like that. Yeah, that looks nice. Let me get everything wet. Fronts and backs. Oh, you're hidden. Not sure you're going to get much grunge down in there. Alright, I've applied a lot of water, so it stands open a little bit more than I had before. Let's go ahead and get the sprays in. I'm definitely making a mess today, but I like it. I like getting messy and I love cleaning up. So let's see. Okay. Alright. And close back up on itself a little bit. Alright, I made a mess, so I'm gonna go ahead and clean that up. There we go. On to the next color. I think the next one I used was gray. Just gonna I'm gonna take it like this. Make it across everything. It needs to be wet again. And that works. See how it moves much better the wetter it is. Okay. Now it's stuck to itself. There we go. I knew there was one more in there. Like that, and it's wet and it just flows. I don't know where it stays. I guess the trick is just to make sure that it's wet. Okay. And now the blues and the colors again. I made lagoon. I'm going to make sure this is really wet. It's not as wet as I was hoping. Starting to get wet in there. This one doesn't really have a whole lot of colors. The other one I'd already picked out some that had colors in it. Alright. Next one was, I believe it was the peel paint. Let me get some right here. It's really wet right there. It works better being wet first and then applying the spray. Just gotta run it down the edges. Okay, that's looking really nice. I think I could use some right here. I'm just gonna spray it. Okay, I got two more colors. I got the spice marmalade and then the white division spray, which I was just using as a highlight. Okay, so back to the spice. Put some of that right here too. The spice marmalade. And it really not getting wet. There we go. Look at that. That's pretty. Let's try this corner here. And the corner also is not really wet. Okay. Let's see. Clogger's getting kind of clogged. I feel like I can't keep my papers wet. They're constantly. I'm gonna take this off this time. It's a muddy color here. Looks more like rust. Okay. And actually, I don't think I'm gonna add the illusion spray on these ones. I think I'll wait and add the white when I'm done. Oh, to the individual pages. Okay, so time to clean up. Just gonna let these dry. I'm gonna put them back together so that they stay together, so I can remember who's who. Okay. Okay, so I decided while I'm waiting on my papers to dry that I'm going to go ahead and I printed off some images, and these are all on that matte photo paper. I think you can see how pretty they are. I'm going to do the same technique on these that I was doing with the spray to make them grungy. Now these aren't torn or anything, so I'll probably do the tearing edges later. Right now they're just kind of plain. They're going to kind of get a little bit wavy from the water. And I apply the water. I did learn with the others that we need lots and lots of water to make it run into the pages, the images a little bit. Okay, so let's add a little bit of the walnut stain inside still. I'm going to add it on the edges. Kind of get them to run a little. Let's see how this is going to turn out. It already feels really dry. I did not get them wet enough. Not really about the back, but try to get each page wet. Okay. I really want them to run a little more than they were. Guess I'll have to spray it when I'm done. Okay, adding. There, that one's running. Okay. All right, let's add some water to get that moving. crazy about them all sticking together. There you go. Oh, I'm having trouble with that one. Okay. There we go. Okay, it's a little bit better. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and add some of the clear paint. And do it the same way, just go over the edges. And then add the water. Trying to get it down in there. This way the images also... I did do the microglaze with this, just like I was saying about the other. I did put the microglaze on the images where I wanted to protect them so that it's not going down too far. Okay, I really like that green, so I'm going to add some more in the back. Yeah, some of these really... Can't be a bit time consuming. I'm trying not to be my usual perfectionist. I'm trying to just go with the flow and what I'm liking and what I see. Okay, I think I will just add a dab of the spice marmalade and call it good. I better throw it back on that. I will spill it. There we go. I don't want to get too heavy on these, but I did want to age the picture up so it didn't look like modern pictures. Okay. It'll be kind of like a surprise whenever I'm done. You get what you get, you know? I don't know what I'm going to get. I can't see down in there very well. They're all matting together. I'm not real crazy about that when it comes to applying this because I cannot tell how much is on each individual picture. I can tell the front picture, and that's it. Okay, that's all I was wanting to add. And again, I will dry this and show you the results once they are dry. Maybe I should add just a bit more water, get that orange to run. And so, yeah, I'm going to let these dry and then come back and show you these and show you the papers. Okay. These are all dried now, so time for the flip through. This, I wanted to show you before I began. I noticed after I did these, this stack is less grungy than this one. You can see the difference. Mostly because this one, I tore the edges a lot more than on this one. The edges stayed more straight. Okay. Even that one that's tore is more straight down. So this one ended up a little bit less grungy. But that's okay. It's interesting how you can make the exact same thing and do the same thing and get different results. Okay, so the flip through, look at this. It's just beautiful how the oxide blended with this. And this is where I put the microglaze, and you can see the eye stayed nice and clean. So I like that. I did notice that as we move throughout these, that you'll see that there's a difference between how it reacted to my printable, my matte photo paper, versus how it reacted to the Tim Holtz papers. This is my matte photo paper, and you can see how the ink has created layers and volume to my pages. I think it's beautiful, just stunning. Look at this. Oh, look at the way this oxide has blended. This one is one of the Tim Holtz, and you could barely, it just kind of lays on top and side by side with the other oxides. It doesn't, see, like this just lays right on top. It doesn't, even on the edges, it doesn't blend. It just kind of seeps right next to each other, which is not something I really expected to happen, but that's kind of what it created. This came out more like a watercolor. smoky watercolor. It's kind of pretty. Now here's another one of Tim Holtz papers, and you can see that the same amount of ink was added. Look at this one. You can see the difference of what I'm talking about very clearly. This one is matte photo paper, and this is the Tim Holtz. Remember I said this seemed like it had some kind of gloss or a sheen on it, like a protective coating, whereas my matte photo paper did as well, but it still allowed the inks just to create magic, really. Beautiful. Look at this one. This is probably my favorite piece right here. So I'm really happy with that. The way they all came out was beautiful, but some of them are just going to need more work. I don't like having just the one tone on the edges. I like the multiple layers build up. Okay. Still see some more. Now, whenever I go to do this, I may move some of the pages around. This may not be the ultimate order. But I wanted to see, here's another matte photo paper. And you can clearly see, like, I don't know if you can really see, but this actually has the same tones as that. This does look natural, but I'm really liking this look the best. I like all of it. Okay. And there's another Tim Holtz that the back is pretty. I like this. I'm not real crazy with the color tones on the front here. This came out looking more watercolory and chalky. Okay, and the last page. This one again was the matte photo paper. I really like this how the splotches came out. Okay, we'll set that one off to the side. Grab the next one. Okay, I'll just kind of flip through. This came out interesting. And there's this pocket one. You can see some oxidation happening. I was not real happy with this one. This one is matte photo paper, but I'm just not real crazy about how it looked. But the other side of this is so amazing. Look at this. Gorgeous, right? I love that. I love this. I don't know if you can see the wheel on this side actually came through right here and created this rusty looking wheel. It's beautiful. Okay, this one actually didn't react as much as I thought. Again, it came out looking more like watercolor versus the oxidation. This one I actually kept the edge here to as much as possible to be plain so that it matched on the paper. This line is actually on the paper, so I thought these edges would match very well to that. I think I achieved that. Okay, again, the file folder. There's another one. Oh, I forgot to mention, this one had an accident. This right here and here. I was moving the spice marmalade bottle, and I just set it down and forgot about it, and this is what happened on the edge of it. I like it, but it was an accident, so it's okay. Embrace the mistakes, right? Okay, so here we go. This one is really nice. This one came out. I love this. I love how it highlighted these numbers and the word here. I love how it did that. Yeah, I really like that one. I'm not real crazy about the blues in this, so these may end up getting removed depending on what they look like in the end. Here's another one where the blues end up highlighting what was already there. Okay, so that was the last of this one. I'm just going to move that off to the side for a second. Okay, now do you remember I did the photos, and they are truly beautiful. They are just stunning. I'm just going to lay them out and let you look at them because they are gorgeous. Look at this. Ah, these are just so pretty. I mean, just look at the edges. I used to do photo restoration for flood victims, and their pictures always had this flood damage in the exact same way, and it was my job to remove that. So let me see if I can just on top of each other so you can see them. Look at that one. Look at that. Yeah. Oh, just beautiful. There's another one. Well, better put them over here so that you can. Yeah, they're stunning. There we go. Just them off to the side. Oh, aren't they? This one needs more work. There are some edges that didn't get touched up as much, like the bottom of this one. So I probably will go back and add more to it. This one is, and it's just beautiful. I just love that. And this one, look at that. Oh, it just comes up from the bottom like that. Gorgeous. Okay, and then we got these two. This one is harder to see because it was already an orange tone. Hold it up so you can try to see the edges more. And the blues and the greens, how they just pop. And then this one down at the bottom, and it made the moon area smoky. Okay, I love these. These were phenomenal. I'm going to do this for the tags and the rest of the book. The next time we are going to do some coffee staining and then some stamping and stenciling onto these to make them even more cohesive and more grungy. So that's it for today. Have a blessed day.